Hello and welcome to another hopefully insightful video on this channel. Today I want to talk about problems. I want to talk about the mindset that we come from when we look at our life, and usually from the place we act upon, from the place that we act from. So when we approach anything in our life, we usually have an underlying feeling of needing to fix something. We feel that something is not as we would like it to be. We desire some future state that is different from what it is now. And so if you have anything that you want to achieve in life, anything that you would like to be different, or any circumstance in your life that you would really call a problem, here's how you will solve this. And really the only way to solve this permanently. Okay, let's start where we usually come from. Always in our life, if we think back over the years, what is really the state that we live in? Maybe you have noticed, once you have solved your immediate current problem, nothing changes. Maybe you've noticed something new comes into your life that seems to need solving, that seems to need to be achieved. Something new that you are striving towards. And really getting there, achieving something, solving a problem, never changes anything fundamentally. So we are living from this place where our mind constantly sees problems, where we are constantly looking for something to improve. But nothing really changes with that strategy. We are always in that place, again and again, solving things, looking for new problems, looking for new improvements, feeling, and all of this really comes from our always present underlying feeling of lack. Like something is not quite where we would like it to be, or how we would like it to be. Something is really not resolved. Something underlying in our life feels that needs to be fixed. Feels like it needs to be fixed and improved upon. So every problem we have to see is not really in the thing itself. Because look, you have used that strategy your whole life. You identify a problem, you go about solving it, you improve your life, and nothing changes. You look for the next problem. You're in the same mind state. This doesn't solve your problem, which is the problem of your mind looking for problems. It's not in the problem itself that is the problem for you. The problem is the mind that is always looking for new problems, for the bad in the world, for the bad in every circumstance, for everything that seems to be missing from the present moment. So that needs to be fixed. And the way to go about it is, and I'm really guilty of this what I describe myself. And sometimes I have periods of many days or even weeks where I seem to want to solve something for myself, where I really think a problem over and over and seem to not be able to get to any solution. And when it gets really bad, I mean, I have my meditation practice in place, but sometimes I forget this, and when it gets bad, I come to a point where my mind gives up. Like all of this thinking through the problem has exhausted itself, and you arrive at emptiness. Like you have thought everything through, and still the problem remains, but in the same moment it's resolved. Because I feel I arrived in the now. Like, sometimes this happens and then I even want to think about it again, but nothing comes up. I'm just completely present. And then I realize, oh yeah, I was in that mindset again of thinking that I could solve a problem to improve anything. And I come back, I'm in the now. I hear the wind, I hear the birds, I hear and feel my surroundings, and realize all of this problem was a mental construct. There's not a single thing missing in the now. You are here right now, and all of the things out there in the world that can be improved, that you want to work on, that's a story you create around this current experience, which might be helpful. And we need to solve problems, we need to improve things. Our mind is made to identify things that are not perfect. We like to optimize things, and maybe it's even your job to develop new technology or think about stuff that makes other things more efficient and improve and be part of this creative process that we enjoy. But realize that you cannot approach it effectively from a place of neediness, from a place of lacking something in the now. You need to approach it with this awareness that there's always this whole moment. The moment you are experiencing right now is not lacking anything. And it might sound strange, but this really is the key to solving your problem long term. Maybe something that you are not content with, you always think that it is because you are not yet able to solve whatever it is in your life that you think right now needs fixing. And this will never be the case. If you go down that road, you train your mind just to look for more problems all the time. Once you have solved one thing, your mind looks for the next. And you think, oh, whatever you feel you're lacking will be solved by that. But no, it's in the process of coming back to the present moment, being fully present, is where this state of feeling a lack in your life will be resolved, because it's a mental state. It's not caused by something missing in your life. It's your interpretation of whatever you experience and getting wrapped up in that story more than in the present moment. That's creating the problem. Nothing out there objectively being the problem. Those don't exist. It's our story, it's our interpretation, and it's our really getting wrapped up in those stories that creates this feeling of something is missing, something needs to be fixed, and I need to work on myself to improve something, to get someplace. And I really wanted to share here that this is not how you can approach it long term. You can do those things, nothing prevents you from doing it in this technique, but do it from a place of knowing that whenever you solve something, it won't improve your life long term. It won't get you to that feeling of wholeness. This will only be if you train your mind to stay present and to remain where this fullness can only exist, which is now. You can only be fully happy, satisfied, content right now. Don't train your mind to look for that state in the future, in a distant future that may come when circumstances are perfect. If you do that repeatedly over and over, you just train your mind to continue doing that, which will just end up, you will just end up stuck in that mindset. You need to go the other side, to always feel the wholeness now, to always approach everything from this feeling of completeness, which you are now, which you are only able to experience now. Don't train your mind to look for something in the future and hope to achieve anything. It's now. It's really now. You have to get that at one point. If you are in a deep meditation and you will get that at some point. You will get that everything is perfect now and can only be perfect now. And you will realize that your mind is so constantly looking for this future state of hoping that someday maybe something will improve. But your mind is doing that because you have been training yourself doing that all of your life. So stop that. Be present and approach your life from that fullness that you are experiencing right now. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe and leave me a thumbs up if you like the video. And I also enjoy reading your comments, share your experience, your perspective, and see you next video. Goodbye.